Companies spend fortunes trying to get a total stranger to look at them for just 3 seconds. Attention is the most expensive commodity in business. If you make content online, you already have people who choose to watch you, read you, and trust you. You are sitting on a massive reserve of the exact asset that corporations bleed cash to acquire. Look at this massive pipeline of incoming attention, but at the other end, practically zero income flows out. The flow hits 2 barriers. The first gate is the labor required to make a product. The second is the technical nightmare of building a store. Financial success in this space depends entirely on your ability to bypass the historical friction of production and distribution. Physical inventory makes no sense for an independent creator. Instead, your ideal catalog consists entirely of digital downloads, ebooks, Notion templates, Lightroom presets, and planners. You make a digital file exactly once, and you sell it forever. There are no warehouse fees and no shipping delays. The 100th sale costs you absolutely nothing to fulfill. But staring at a blank screen is intimidating. Even if you know exactly what your audience wants, turning your expertise into a polished 20-page guide feels like a massive design project you don't have time for. To convert audience trust into a sustainable revenue stream, you need a mechanism that translates your expertise into polished, ready-to-sell files. Claude Cowork functions as a production engine, generating finished, sellable files from your raw knowledge. You start by looking at your own comment section. Find the specific question your followers ask you over and over again, and tell Cowork to turn the answer into a product. In this flow, you can see how it works. You type a plain language prompt, like asking for a 25-page beginner's guide. The AI digests that request and synthesizes a complete wireframe document, mapping out the distinct chapters, formatting the tables, and generating the checklists. You aren't building from scratch anymore. Because your name is on the final product, you step in as the editor. You review the structure, add your personal examples, and inject your authentic voice into the text. The heavy lifting is done. AI shifts your job entirely from the mechanical labor of producing a file to the high-level editorial curation of your own expertise. Once the file is finished, you hit the second historical wall, finding a checkout tool, connecting a payment processor, designing a landing page, and praying automated delivery actually works. DevOpser Stores completely removes that friction. Instead of writing code or wrestling with software integrations, you simply describe the digital product you just made to the AI. Look at this timeline. In about 90 seconds, that simple description collapses the entire engineering process. It generates a live storefront page, connects a secure Stripe payment gateway, and sets up an automatic delivery trigger for your buyers. Building an e-commerce distribution channel is no longer a technical hurdle reserved for developers. It is an automated utility triggered by a simple human command. The formula is revenue equals reach times conversion times price. Digital files cost nothing to duplicate, so cost of goods sold drops to 0. Every incremental sale is pure profit. Finally, as volume scales, the DevOpser platform fee shrinks to 0. By eliminating the platform tax at high volumes, the system allows your profit margin to expand alongside your audience. Software costs no longer eat your gains as you scale. Let's trace the full loop for a creator with an audience of 40,000 followers posting home organization tips. Every day, people ask her the exact same question: what planner do you use? That repeated demand is the product. She asks Cowork for a 30-page printable home organization planner. In minutes, the chaotic, scattered ideas she normally shares for free are instantly organized into a pristine, packaged solution. She builds her DevOpser storefront, pins the link in her bio, and tells her followers that her complete system is finally available to download. She doesn't have to buy ads or interrupt strangers. She is simply offering a highly requested, purchasable shortcut directly to the people already paying attention to her. Your homework is exactly the same. Write down the one question your audience asks you the most. Feed that idea to Claude Cowork to build the file, describe it to DevOpser Stores, and launch your storefront today. You did the hardest work in the modern economy years ago when you earned their trust. Now it is simply time to package that asset and get paid.